I didn't expect my fashion app to get me a full ride scholarship TKS, but it did. Everyone started from zero. You just have to be open to learning. Do you want to become that person? So you have to take the first step. You shouldn't just hide away from your fear and just say, okay, I'm scared. It's actually better if you're uncomfortable. It's going to push you beyond your boundaries, beyond what you think you can achieve. And that's when you're going to get to greater heights. Jeff Bezos was once you, Elon Musk was once you. All these big people were once you, telling themselves that they could never do it. Hi, I'm current Emily Muhwezi, a teen from Uganda, currently working on regenerative medicine to cure diseases like diabetes. Don't forget to subscribe to the Dreemen Teen Talk Show, uncover more about my journey, and change the world with me. Thanks for watching.
Hey Dreemen family, welcome to Dreemen's Teen Talk Show, where we bring you stories of teens that changed the world. Today we are joined by Karen Emily Muhwezi, a prodigy from Uganda, who is tackling regenerative medicine, quantum computing, and even working on solutions for diabetes and 3D printed organs. Want to know how she's balancing global programs, community service, and groundbreaking scientific research? Stick around because Karen's journey will blow your mind. And don't forget to join Dreemen's family by subscribing. Karen, first, where do you live?
Uganda.
You're from Uganda. And where is Uganda?
It's in Africa, the eastern side of Africa. So East Africa, Uganda.
So what language do you speak? Is there any native language?
Yeah, Uganda has so many tribes, but I'm a Mnyankole, so I speak a bit of Runyankole, but mainly English, more English than.
Karen, before we dive into your incredible work, what's the one fun thing you do to unwind yourself when you are not researching on regenerative medicines and curing diabetes?
Oh my gosh, dancing for sure. I love dancing. I was actually the head of the music, dance and drama club, choreographies and poems, skits and songs, and we'd perform those at the end of the school. 100% dance, creative arts, performing arts, all that.
You're involved with TKS and so many other global platforms. Can you briefly tell us your journey and how it all started?
It's all honestly because of connections. My dad, he brought it up, African Scholars, it was online. So I applied, I got in. And then after being a part of the Yale Young African Scholars, the Yale team kind of keeps you in their loop. So when different opportunities come up, they continuously send you emails. So they sent me the email about Yale Young Global Scholars, and I was able to apply for that as well. That's how I got in. And then for TKS, one of the school administrators, he brought it up at school, and obviously I was interested. So I went ahead and applied. Yeah, that's mainly how it started from there. And that was exposing me to more and more opportunities. But yeah, mainly connections.
What I have observed from interviewing so many teens is if they enter one competition, one platform, that opens the doorway to so many other platforms.
Yes, it's definitely true. They always like to keep teens active. So either they'll send you emails or you end up meeting people in those different platforms that you're doing or organizations that you're a part of. And then they'll tell you, oh, I'm doing this summer, you should try it out. Or I just completed this, or you'll follow them on LinkedIn and you'll see in their bio. It's really the small things, but it definitely, when you do one thing, it's like a domino effect. Like everything just keeps on coming.
True. That's definitely true.
Yeah.
You have earned a full ride scholarship at TKS. How did you get the full ride scholarship? It's an expensive program.
It is. It definitely is. So at TKS, most of these programs offer financial aid. Initially, I was given a bit of financial aid, but it wasn't enough to cover, like I couldn't cover the rest. So they brought up this challenge where they said, we're giving you the opportunity to get a full ride scholarship. But in order to get this full ride scholarship, you have to either create a web app or a game. And I had not done any kind of coding before. I had not done anything in that space outside of class. But they said that just come up with a good idea. So I said, okay, I'm just going to stick to what I love. Another thing that I really love is fashion. Let's try and make a fashion game, which I called the Fashion Fun House, where you could basically put together different outfits and visualize them to see how they would look together before you actually purchase the clothes, just to make sure that your outfit makes sense before you buy it. So I built that in about 7 days. It was a long 7 days, considering that I had never really coded before. I had to, sometimes even if you get your code from ChatGPT, it's not going to work there and then. So I had to contact my friends who knew coding, like, why is my code not making sense? What's going wrong? I iterated, I had to make sure it looked nice. Then I had to record a video of me using the app, and then I sent it to them. And with that, I was able to get the full ride scholarship. But one thing that I learned, and this may be off your question, but when I got into TKS, many people had built apps for like breast cancer, AI, autonomous vehicles, like very high-tech apps, which I hadn't done. But at the end of the day, my fashion app still got me in there. So for any team that's watching, do what you love. Don't feel like you have to fit into a specific criteria. As long as you're doing I didn't expect my fashion app to get me a full ride scholarship TKS, but it did.
You just said they're the teens where they were building so many big apps. It's like you made a fashion app and you felt intimidated. They are making cancer apps, they are making regenerative medicine apps. Like, what was your emotion when you saw those teens and they are doing much bigger things and it's intimidating? Like, how did you cope up with that?
It was a huge hit of imposter syndrome. Like, how did I get here? I don't think I'm supposed to be here. All these people know a lot of stuff. Honestly, I barely knew that much about AI. Like, even ChatGPT started using it when I was building that app. So it was a lot of imposter syndrome. It was a lot of, I don't know how I got here. Am I going to be able to manage? But the good thing about TKS is that they give you directors. I was able to confide in my director. I really feel like, I don't think I'll be able to do this. I don't think I belong here. And he said, everyone started from zero. You just have to be open to learning. He honestly asked me, like, do you want to learn? Do you want to get there? Do you want to become that person? And I said, yes. So you have to take the first step. You have to talk to these people who know all these things, ask them how they were able to get to that point. What first steps did they make? And then follow in those steps. You shouldn't just hide away from your fear and just say, okay, I'm scared. It's actually better if you're uncomfortable. It's going to push you beyond your boundaries, beyond what you think you can achieve. And that's when you're going to get to greater heights. That actually just made me realize they're also just human. They also started from zero. So that helped a lot.
That's pure gold information.
Thank you.
So many teens, they dream of going to programs like TKS, the Yale Scholars Program, Global Scholars Program you have been. Can you walk us through the application process and share tips that make you stand out? If novice teen, he wants to do all those things, how should they start? How do they even know that these things exist?
So as I mentioned, if you get one opportunity, the rest kind of come along. But one thing that I found really helpful is this platform called Opportunities for Youth. I think it's on LinkedIn, but you can also subscribe to their email. So I subscribe to that and they keep sending all the different opportunities that come up. They kind of send them to you. But also look at what you're interested in. For example, sustainability or regenerative medicine. Then look at different companies. Just search on Google, like companies in regenerative medicine or ChatGPT. And then look for different programs in that space and go to their website, go through the program first, read what the program is about. Don't just search like maybe program in regenerative medicine and you see Stanford and you be like, yep, apply. Like, no, first read about it, check what it's actually about. What are you going to be doing? Is it something that you would be interested in? And something that you'll be willing to put in your energy into. And then the application process, honestly, is quite easy. They'll most times lay it out. Watch YouTube. Someone will probably have posted a video about the program. The process is quite doable. For advice on how to stand out, honestly, just being yourself is unique. Like there's no other person in the world who is you. Like point blank, there's no one else in the world who is you. So just actually sit down before you apply. Do not rush ChatGPT to write your essay. Do not rush to write the biggest extracurriculars. Just sit down with yourself and ask yourself, who am I? What do I love doing? Why do I think I'm going to be a great addition to this program? And then type that, put that in. Of course, try to put in the extracurriculars that align to the program, because obviously they're going to be looking for, is this person going to be able to handle the intensity of this program? Does the person have the knowledge to attend this program? Do you have the leadership skills? Are you confident? Those different things. But honestly, just being yourself and writing the things that you have actually done. Do not lie. They will catch that and it will not be a very good look for you. These people have connections. So if you mess up their application, who knows, they are sharing your contact to another program. Like, it's not worth it. So just be yourself, write what's true to you, and everything will go well.
The most important point you said, the unique thing about is you. You are
yes. You are the you.
That's really, really, really important. We don't generally think that. We want to have more scholarships, more grades, more things.
True. Everyone looks at what everyone else is doing and not what they are doing. Right?
Comparing yourself with other people. So how did you fund or secure scholarships for programs like Willer's Institute and Lumiere Research Scholar?
Yeah. So the good thing about most of these programs is that they do offer financial aid. Like, that's the best part. So for most of these, if not all of these, I did just apply for financial aid. And for Lumiere, they gave me the full scholarship there and then after applying. but most times they require like bank statements or like, just to show like officially what your family is making. They'll maybe ask you like, what kind of contribution are you willing to make? And of course, you could say zero, but sometimes I like to say like maybe like $100, just to say that I really want it. Like I really want to attend the program, that I'm willing to give up something to attend. But for villas, as much as I applied for financial aid, they gave me about half in the beginning, and I appealed to them. Honestly, I just appealed. I sent them an email. I said, realistically, I can't afford this right now at the moment because my parents are dealing with X, Y, and Z financially. Like they have different commitments. So could you kindly cover the rest? And they were open to it. So just applying for financial aid, and if it's not enough, you could go ahead and appeal to the organization at hand, and they would be happy to help if it's within their reach.
This is actually important. Most teens, they don't even consider appealing. This is unique about you. You said appeal.
Yes.
You
Yes.
never know. It doesn't hurt to appeal.
Yes, it's you'd rather try and fail than fail to try, because now you're going to go on regretting, oh, I wish I had appealed, I wish I had appealed. Just appeal and find out. You never know.
This is an amazing advice.
Yeah.
Mentorship has also been a big part of your journey. First, how did you find the right mentors, or did it just happen luckily that you had the right mentors? And how can other teens find the right mentors? Because there are so many people out there who might look like they are excellent and knowledgeable, but teens naturally they are vulnerable a lot. They fall in.
That's true. The first kind of real mentorship that I got was TKS. You have like a director that you can speak to one-on-one. I didn't just talk about emerging technologies. I talked about school. I was stressed. I was not using my time. I was really open. And that's the thing about getting a mentor. When you have someone that you're willing to seek knowledge from, be open-minded. Do not just close yourself off and be scared to share some things. Of course, you have to draw the line where the line needs to be drawn and actually seek their advice. And when they give you advice, actually use it. Honestly, I just realized along the way that there were so many smart people around me. So just look around you and look at people that inspire you, and then reach out to them. Even if it's someone that maybe you saw on LinkedIn, reach out to them. People are willing to give advice. Tell them that you would like to have a 15-minute call. Ask them about their life journey. Maybe you'll find that you have a struggle in common, and then you could ask them how they were able to combat it, and they'll give you that kind of advice. But human beings are human beings. They are willing to help people. They don't bite. No one bites. So reach out, look around you. Everyone is willing to give advice. So look around you. I'm sure you'll be able to find it.
So teens, start reaching out to mentors in your field. It can change everything.
Yes.
Take her advice.
Yes.
And you said everyone should join TKS. Like, what's the way to join? Is it like open all year round?
So TKS mainly starts in September. That's when the year starts. So it's a 10-month program. So it's from September to June. I think early applications open in January. I applied in the summer. You can check their website. I'm pretty sure that information is there.
And what is the age group? Who can apply?
I believe it's 14 to 18.
Okay. So anybody out there who is 14 to 18, try. It's worth it.
Please apply. It definitely is.
You are exploring crazy cool stuff like regenerative medicine. It's heavy. The term is heavy. And even quantum computing now. And you said before some time you didn't even know how to use ChatGPT. How did you choose these advanced topics? And how can other teens start exploring them?
Yeah, it can be overwhelming, but follow your curiosity. Start maybe the news, maybe websites, or, things like MIT Technology Review, all these. What are people talking about? First, what area are you interested in? And then look at what's trending in that sector. And then from that, you could be able to find something that really interests you. I would want to know more about that, and then just go straight into it. I know it can be overwhelming, like AI. If you're interested in AI, where are you even supposed to start from? Start from zero. What is AI? What can AI be used for? How is AI even created? Start from the simple basics. In TKS, they taught us this thing called first principles thinking. So start from first principles. What is AI? And then you can build on that. Just keep asking yourself questions. Seek understanding. That's another mindset. Actually try to understand these different terms. Take it slow. And one thing that I learned, especially when it comes to science topics or technological topics, you learn more by doing. So if you're in AI and you want to learn more in AI, actually build something in AI. The tutorials are endless. I'm pretty sure you can't fail to find something to build. And I know it can also be overwhelming now, like AI, what do I build in AI? Go to ask what kind of different projects could I build in AI, and it will give you a list, and just look for what speaks to you. do not try to do something because it sounds cool, because you're going to start something and along the way you're going to get really overwhelmed and you won't have the energy to keep on going with it, and then you'll just crash. And then you blame yourself for not being able to continue with the project. But realistically, you didn't like the project in the first place, so you are not going to have the energy to continue with it. So actually do something that gives you the energy. So you have to be open to learning, to taking it slow, to actually understanding the terms, to doing research. Don't just let anything go by. Like, what does this line of code actually mean? Do research. As long as you have the internet to watch this video, you can do anything.
You have also worked in 3D printing organs. I read it on your LinkedIn. And you have done
Yes.
some work in diabetes. Can you throw some light? What are you doing there? Because diabetes is a huge problem.
Yes, it definitely is, especially here in Uganda. TKS is basically a program where they expose you to a number of different emerging technologies, brain-computer interfaces, maybe regenerative medicine, stem cells. And then from that, you can be able to choose a topic that interests you, which you take on as your focus topic. So for the beginning part of TKS, my first year, I took on regenerative medicine as my focus topic. And when I started on that, as I said, I started doing research from first principles. What is regenerative medicine? How is it being used currently? And when I was looking at how it was being used currently and in the past, I found that Dr. Anthony Atala had used regenerative medicine to create bladder using stem cells. It sounds like it's from science fiction. They grew the whole urinary bladder in the lab from a single cell. I just found that extremely cool. And they transplanted it back into the boy. It functioned perfectly. He survived. It was amazing. I know that kidney transplants are in high demand and many people need kidneys, but the supply is extremely low. So I decided to look at how we could use stem cells for kidney transplants. With Dr. Anthony Atala, I believe they had grown it on a scaffold, which is where the 3D printing comes in. So they 3D print the structure of the urinary bladder. Now, in my case, we would be 3D printing the structure of the kidney. And then we could get the cells and continuously feed them on the scaffold. And then they would kind of continuously grow. And you have to put it in an incubator so they can have nutrients and oxygen. So the cells would multiply and kind of create your kidney. It sounds really, really easy, but there were a lot of...
It's more fascinating.
It does sound like sci-fi, so that's why I was really interested in it. But there were lots of issues that came along the way. The cells, they were not getting enough blood, not getting enough oxygen. So I started looking into gene editing. That's where another interest came in. So a lot of topics can intertwine. So don't confine yourself to one topic. Try to see how different things can apply. That's why I got into gene editing. And when I finished my first year of TKS, I ended up presenting this in the final TKS Global Moonshot competition that ended up becoming the winning idea. Thank you. And diabetes is a big problem because most people in my family suffer with diabetes. And diabetes comes up when the pancreas cells are not able to produce insulin, which is needed to control the blood sugar. So why can't we substitute these dead pancreas cells with stem cells that can make them differentiate into becoming pancreatic cells? So I was honestly just following my curiosity that brought me to those different topics. And that's what brought me to quantum computing, because this research takes 10 years and quantum computers could do all that testing in seconds. So why can't we create some quantum computing, which I'm trying to build at the moment, but it's quite difficult because as I said, I'm not really a coding person, but I'm learning.
I'm 100% sure. I think in coming years, you will create a solution.
Okay. Great. Thank you.
What I observed in you is joining TKS, it has actually changed your whole thinking process and opened a door of huge opportunities for you.
There was nothing beyond that. But when I joined TKS, it was eye-opener. You can actually do great things at a young age. There's so much more to the world that you're not exposed to, that you need to be exposed to. So TKS was everything, all the mentorship, all the mindsets, all the they taught us how to prioritize, how to use our time well.
It's an online program.
Yes, it is online. They have in person in Canada, New York. They have different stations but they also have online.
Okay, but I think it's cool. It has changed your life. It can change many more lives. They're doing a good job.
Yes, they are.
And your story is honestly very powerful and you are breaking barriers.
Oh, thank you. This is just the beginning. There's so much more to come. So much more.
I'm going to follow your profile. I think in a year or two, you will have a kidney ready there.
Yes, I hope so. We can have another interview to even say how I got from here to there.
Sometimes when we go to look for one thing, we discover so many things on the way, which we had never thought about.
That's true, especially in science, in scientific research. That's how everything happens.
So now is the time for our rapid fire round.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, we're going to switch the gears now to rapid fire round. Quick answers, no thinking.
Okay, I'll try.
Your favorite STEM role model?
Oh, Dr. Anthony Atala, 100%.
So coding or biology, which is tougher?
Coding, coding,
One app without which you cannot live. You feel it's important.
YouTube,
Yes.
YouTube.
It has changed our lives. Dream destination for your research project.
The US.
If you knew you could never fail, what's the one thing you would do?
Cure diabetes.
And if you had all the money in the world, everything belongs to you, what would you do?
Oh my gosh, so many things. I would set up like a home for street children here in Uganda and many other places. I would fund a lot of research that's been going on. Like there are so many research projects that don't have enough funding. I would start research projects of my own for like diabetes, for spinal cord injuries, all these different diseases that are taking so many lives. Yeah, I'll give my parents everything because they have done so much for me, my family, my friends. Yeah.
What will you do for yourself?
Oh, go shopping, go shopping, go to Mexico. Yeah,
I
go
love
to the
Mexico.
spa. I love the food, the music, the dance, the place. There's so much to do. It's so beautiful. Yeah, Mexico.
Thank you so much, Karen. Karen,
Thank you.
I also would like to ask you something. What subjects have you taken in university?
I'm going to be taking sciences, so either biomedical sciences or natural sciences. One of the two, or even medicine. Really depends on what offers I get.
Currently, you are in grade 12?
Yes, I just completed grade 12 actually this week.
Nice.
Yeah, that's great.
Congratulations and my heavy blessings for your bright future.
Thank you so much. I can't wait to come back and tell you all the stories.
So, Karen, if you ever have stress, how do you manage your stress or a setback or a challenge whenever you are on a path? How do you manage that?
In the moment, it can be hard to see. I think I've learned from experience. For example, in my first year of TKS, I was in year 12 and we had final exams in that year. So it was a lot of stress. I had never been through this kind of stress, this kind of overwhelming work. It was a lot. But TKS were continuously mentoring us on how to deal with our time. So they taught us methods like prioritization. That became my number one go-to. Look at all the different tasks you have and see what's most urgent. What can I do right now? I decided to set myself time blocks, 2 hours of doing homework straight, and then a 30-minute break. That honestly helped me a lot. And then another thing is to make a to-do list and you actually cross things off. There's some kind of satisfaction that comes with it. And when you put yourself in those time blocks and then rest, time blocks and then rest, you just find yourself constantly being productive. Prioritize sleep. And then one thing that I didn't expect to actually help was working out. It's also compulsory for you to work out because you're just constantly using your body and that helps your brain function more. So it wouldn't be anything crazy. Just do like 15-minute cardio before I go to bed or when I wake up, depending on what works for you best. And I would just find myself more active throughout the day. And also you get tired earlier in the day, so that forces you to sleep early. Try different methods and see what works for you and then stick to that because that's what will help.
Thank you so much. These are really, really important tips. Because teens mostly they think that they can stay awake till 2 o'clock and then the next morning is screwed. They don't get that.
It's not worth it. And it's always before a test. Why are you guys doing that to yourself? Don't do that to yourself. Please.
So, Karen, if a teen from a small town or an underserved community thinks that I can never reach there where Karen is, she's talking about quantum computing, about regenerative medicine, about stem cells. What would you say to them who think that we can never reach there, or I'm not at the right age when I reach her age, or when I become 18, then only I can do?
I was once you. Jeff Bezos was once you. Elon Musk was once you. All these big people were once you, telling themselves that they could never do it. But all that saying, oh, I'll never, is not going to help you get there. You're not going to wake up one morning and get to that point that you want to be, your dream self. You're not going to wake up and become your dream self. You have to actually work to it. So once you start feeling that need to become the person that you want to become, your dream self, just start wherever you can. Start small and things will eventually build. I also started small. When I was doing Yale Young African Scholars, I still had not done all this TKS research. I still didn't know regenerative medicine existed. All that did not come yet. So start small. Just start small. I love, first of all, that Dreemen Creatives is even having this, this talk show, because it gives you that motivation. Just start where you are. Start from something that gives you interest and then build upon it. Build projects. That's one of the biggest things. When you learn something, build about it, post about it. Get you what you're doing out there so that people can see what you're doing. That's when opportunities will come to you. People will see, people get interested in what you're doing, maybe people that are willing to sponsor you for some kind of event. Also reach out to people, seek knowledge, have a lot of meetings with people. Maybe if you're interested in quantum computing, go search up people who are working in quantum computing, reach out to them on LinkedIn, on email, have a 15-minute meeting with them, ask them different questions, because you learn better from people who have already done this kind of things other than learning yourself. So be open-minded, seek knowledge, seek understanding from people who have already done these things. Yeah. Do not underestimate yourself, because all that worry, all that fear is not going to help you at all. You're just making yourself feel worse and worse. Like start now. Start right after watching this video. Just go and search up that article and read it, and then write an article on your own. Make that YouTube channel. I saw this quote somewhere: your fear of looking stupid is holding you back. If you feel like people are going to laugh at you because your article is too short or your article does not sound too high tech, it's holding you back. Everyone starts really badly, but then be open to feedback. Ask people to give you feedback, your friends, your teachers, your family. Even if it's something random, like maybe you've written an article on, like, I don't know, some kind of science topic, give it to your English teacher and ask her to give you advice. Was your wording okay? Was it easy to read? How was the flow of the article? When you get feedback, you continuously learn, and then you continuously iterate, and then you eventually get better, and then you're where you want to be at the end of the day. So do not hold yourself back, okay? Just go straight at it with full force and you'll get there.
This is pure gold advice, Karen. Pure gold for everyone out
Yes.
there. Start now.
I hope they listen right now.
Some teens, they have this tendency of saying that I'm an introvert. And the problem with introverts is, even if they are skilled geniuses, they hesitate a lot in bringing out what they have. And if nobody knows, then they lose the opportunities. And it's difficult for them to understand that it's costing opportunities.
It is. Do not tag yourself as an introvert. Tag yourself as a dreamer, as an innovator, as a change maker, as someone that wants to make change in the world, and stand firm on that. Yes, people are going to laugh at you like, oh my gosh, what do you mean you want to change the world? But yes, you want to change the world, and you're going to do it if you continue being confident in who you are. That's actually what these kind of programs look like. Are you confident in your decision? They're not looking for introverts or extroverts. They're looking for people who are confident and standing strong and brave. Be brave, fight for what you want, and everything will come along.
You are speaking pure golden words, very wise words beyond your age.
I hope it touches
This is a
someone.
need of the hour. It is the need.
Yes, it really is.
Your pure line is, don't tag yourself as an introvert. Tag yourself as a dreamer.
Yes, yes.
So, Karen, what's next for you? Any big dreams that you're chasing?
Curing everything. I honestly, as I said, I'm just finished high school, so I'm going to be joining university around September. I have a few offers here and there, which I will not reveal yet because that's a surprise. But just now end up in a certain university, which I will reveal soon when things are solid. But once I go to university, it's going to be everything, because right now, even though I've been doing all this research in regenerative medicine and it's been theoretical, it's been me reading articles, putting out my own articles, maybe doing some projects on the side and things like that. But I want to be in the lab. I want to actually grow these cells. I want to see how everything works. I want to learn from the professors, the PhD students. And once that comes along, that's when everything is going to just go perfectly well. All the diabetes, all the cancer, all the ideas that I have in mind, I know I'm going to be able to execute them. Some may fail, some may go right, but one thing I know is I'll never stop fighting, because my ultimate goal is to improve the quality of healthcare, whether it's in Uganda, which is my biggest priority, because most of these innovations are happening like in the western side of the world. So countries like Uganda, like India, like we're not seeing a lot of this innovation. So as much as I want to go out and get all this education, I ultimately want to bring it back and help my country grow, so that we can grow together as one world, not like, like this. Like, no, we need to share the knowledge and everyone needs to grow, and all healthcare needs to be improved. Like, we have such superpower technology. Like, there's technology that we don't even know the power, like what it could potentially do. So we need to have as many minds as possible working on these different topics from different areas. Like, we need to collaborate and be able to see how to bring this all up. So improving the quality of healthcare, and I know that's going to come through university, that kind of people that I'm going to meet, the resources I'm going to have. So I'm super, super excited, and I can't wait for all of you to see what's coming up.
Thank you so much. All the
Yeah.
best. May
Thank
God
you
give
so
you tons and tons of power and you achieve your dream.
Amen. Amen. Thank
You
you.
have noble initiatives. Someday we will see the most important Nobel Prize winning STEM scientist is from Uganda.
Yes, 100%, 100%. And they'll play this clip and it will be reminded. Everyone will know, like, yes, I can't wait for that.
You are an
Yes.
inspiration, Karen. You are
Thank
an
you so much.
inspiration.
Thank you. I hope everyone that watches this video remembers that you can be anything you want to be as long as you believe in yourself and stop talking down to yourself. Just go for it.
Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for inspiring me. And thank you so much for inspiring everyone. I'm sure that everybody out there who is watching this is as inspired as I am.
Thank you for having me. I'm glad that I could be an extra step in this movement.
Yes, you are. Do you recommend anyone else who you think is as bright as you are, who we can bring in our platform?
Yes, there's actually someone I met from TKS. He is Indian. Let me give you his name. I'm pretty sure you can find him on LinkedIn. There are quite a number of people I would recommend, but this is the first one that comes to my mind. He has also been part of TKS. He has built some projects. I think even tried starting a company. He has done quite a bit in that space realm, like space tech.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you know more people, write their names on this LinkedIn message. I will contact them.
Yes.
Because it's more important to have those voices out there.
Yeah.
Because what I observe nowadays is on social media, people mostly have a negative perception about teenagers, that they are wasting time, they're looking at social media reels, they don't do anything constructive. Our times were great. I honestly want to break that notion.
Thank you. Because everyone thinks that when you say like, oh, I'm 16, everyone already knows what you're doing. You're probably on Instagram, you're probably on TikTok.
Yeah, you are a drug addict. You are vaping, you are drinking, you are smoking, you are spending time in parties, and your studies are not your priority. But the more teens I make, it has honestly changed my whole perception, and I want to change the perception of other people also.
I love what you're doing. It's honestly, I'm so happy that I could be on this show. I'm so glad.
Thank you so much. And one more thing, I will send you, because for your trailer, I would need some outdoor shoot, or maybe with your books or with your desk. I will send you this because for trailer, static shot does not gather attention. Send you the script. You may have to speak few lines, 2 or 3 lines, but shoot it whether near your books, your desk, or maybe in front of your laptop, or if you have outdoors like a garden or something there. I will send it to you before my day ends. And send it fast, then I can release your podcast very fast, because I think this is a high value podcast. I should release it as fast as I can.
Yes. I will definitely send it.
And please be kind enough to send me other names.
Yes, I will, 100%.
Thank you so much for coming. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you too. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. I'm glad that I could get my voice out and encourage so many people. Oh, I'm so happy.
Me too. I share the joy. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It was nice meeting you.
Teens, parents, take Karen's story and run with it. Dream big, start small, and never stop learning. Join our Dreemen's family by subscribing, and tune in next time for more stories that spark the change. See you soon.